Journey's End is an adaptation of the play that has been remade several times. So how did you approach making this film different?
I suppose, the first thing that I did, I went from, and the writer adapted the script largely really from the book. There was, there's the play, and then Sheriff novelised his play, and he discovered this, this kind of lost novel of Journey's End, and so he worked on the adaptation based on that. So I suppose that gave us a slightly fresh starting point, and it allowed us to open it up as much as possible.
Did you have any inhibitions taking over an acclaimed stage play?
I didn't really, because I read the script and I just thought this could be a great film, an unusual film, a very claustrophobic film, but still a cinematic experience. And because I hadn't seen all of the other, I was aware of the play, but I didn't study at school. I didn't go to the kind of school that traditionally studies it. So I didn't come with the kind of baggage that, maybe other people do to the play. So I read it fresh and just thought that this is an incredibly truthful and honest and complex picture of this moment and the interdynamics between these men.
So can you talk a bit about casting these actors in their respective roles?
Yeah, well, Sam Claflin had been, ever since he saw the play, I think when he was a student, he had been waiting to see if there would be a film adaptation of the play, and he was determined to lobby and be sure that he played that part. So Sam, that was very straightforward because Sam was really clear, and obviously he's so on the up at the moment. He's delivering more and more exciting performances. So yeah, and then Paul Bettany. I think everyone was kind of somehow channeling something that they had brought from an experience in life, or something, maybe a connection with their, with their grandparents' experience, or with Paul Bettany with his, his father was a teacher, so he was able to somehow, add that little bit extra. And then Asa, obviously, this is pretty much his first grown-up adult role. So we were also able to harness some, he's a brilliant actor for someone really so very young, but he was able to bring all of that innocence and naivety naturally, because this is, this was the whole experience, a whole new experience for him.
The effect that trauma has on young men is well conveyed in this film. Did you talk to trauma victims or veterans?
Yeah, we did. It's a very good question, actually. So that was one of the first things the producers did, was to get in touch with a charity in Britain called Combat Stress, which deals with soldiers who've suffered from PTSD. And so we had a whole workshop with these soldiers who'd come in, who'd experienced these really, really awful things. And they were able to give the cast a kind of, very informally insights into understanding, how these things would manifest themselves in ordinary life.
In today's current cinematic landscape, from your point of view, for people who haven't seen the film, what sets Journey's End apart?
Well, I think it's a very different kind of war film. And I think it's, it's not about kind of like, gung-ho heroism. Really, it's about a group of soldiers who are waiting for this huge attack that they're not even going to get any support for, that they're being sacrificed for. And I think what sets it apart is the fact that it's a kind of war film that doesn't have a lot of traditional war elements. It's not about action, it's not about winning, it's not about triumphalism. It's about these men spending their last days together, and the interdynamics between them, and the friendship that is there, and the tragedy of that particular war.